Hey, what's going on? My name is Mike Arnold. I'm the president of Creekside Outdoor Living. We are Northwest Indiana's largest design and build company for the outdoor living space. In this video, we're going to review our design process. With over 250,000 people that follow us online, we are one of the nation's go-to companies for design inspiration. If you're one of those people that follow us on social media, chances are you've typically seen some really incredible projects installed. The majority of those projects start with design. The reason that design is so important is this is not just simply a car you're going to go buy at a dealership where you just pick out the one that you want and you walk away. This is a highly customized product that has to fit within the parameters of your property, your preferences, and your budget. Here's the breakdown of the process. Step 1, consultation. We meet you out on site at your property where you walk us through the things that you like and that you don't like about your current setup. You'll tell us about your dreams and your visions and the things that you'd like to see in the future. We then fly a drone up in the sky and we take 360-degree shots of your existing property. We'll collect video, elevation measurements, as well as your Plata survey. From there, that all goes into a folder where our design team will later tackle it. The design time is typically anywhere from 2 to 4 weeks, at which time our designer will reach out to you and probably set up a Zoom call with you, and will begin walking you through virtually what they've come up with so far. That will then be your opportunity to start saying, I love this and I love this, I'm not really sure about that. Revisions are made real time right in front of you. We try so hard to pay a lot of attention to the things that you're saying in that consultation. We'll even sometimes ask you for your Pinterest board, so that when it comes time to present this design to you, we know you're gonna love it. But of course, with any kind of design, there's gonna be micro things that you want moved around. That's only natural. The goal is for you to walk away from that design meeting seeing and knowing exactly what you want to a T. Once we've successfully figured out what the what is, now we can start talking about the how and the how much and the when. We can start dissecting this project to determine, is this going to be all in one phase? Are we gonna do this in 5 different phases over the course of the next 10 years? The possibilities are endless here. We do on average 80 to 100 designs a year, but I'm gonna grab a couple of these and do some case studies with you right now. So this guy had called us out to his property because he didn't have anything going on in his backyard. It was really sloped down, as you can see right here, and so it was really hard for him to envision what the heck he could do in his backyard. He knew for sure that he wanted a swimming pool, a kitchen, some area for dining and lounging, and the rest of it he just left up to us to say, hey, come up with what you think would look cool here. Enter this design. So as you can see in those before pictures, there was a lot of slope in that backyard. So to have any kind of swimming pool or flat space, we had to get some retaining walls in there. The kitchen space my designers came up with was unreal. We ended up designing in a beverage fridge, a regular fridge, a separate island for the grill itself. We have a hot and cold water sink and a fire feature in the middle of the bar area. Further on over here, we've got the swimming pool lined up. And then we had to figure out a way to get from this lower level patio up the side of the house to connect to the driveway. Next, we wanted to figure out what was going to happen down below at the lake level. So we established some steps down from the main pad down to the secondary pad. And down here is a water feature that almost looks like it's coming out of the pool, but it's not. A lower level fire pit. And then this is artificial grass that we believe he's going to want to turn into a little putting green. And this is how the actual final product turned out. The kitchen turned out just as stunning as the design led on. You can see every little detail of the design turned out to be every little detail of the actual installation. Here's that fire feature in the middle of the kitchen with a bunch of lighting around it. Now, one thing you may notice here, where is the lower level beach area? Great question. This is a client that wanted to phase out the project. We're actually going to be coming back to this project in a couple years to finish this lower level area off. This whole project will have been done in 3 total phases. You're currently looking at phase 2. Side note, this project actually made it into Unilock's catalog. Another side note, you can find all these projects on our website. When you go to our website, our main page is creeksidennwi.com or creeksideoutdoorliving.com. You'll click on this button right here that says projects. Virtually all of these projects will have videos and before pictures, after pictures, under construction pictures, and most importantly for this video's sake, design pictures. So as you can see, these designs are not chicken scratch on a napkin. These are incredibly well thought out plans. Most of these designs take anywhere from 15 to 20 hours of our designers' time. Some, like the one that you were just looking at, definitely eclipse towards 50 to 60 hours. The cost on these designs can range anywhere from $2,000 to $7,000 depending on complexity. The one that you were just looking at, I believe that one was about $4,000. Now there's a lot of other projects that we come across that are on the way smaller side of the scale, and therefore the amount that we're going to charge is going to be substantially less. There are times when we're capable of charging $750 to $1,000 for a design. Let me be clear, this is not something that we really make money on. This is just to cover the cost of the design. Our goal is not to get rich on these designs. Our goal is to show you what your backyard is capable of and give you what you need to partner with us to build this thing for you. The cost cost of this design is the smallest part of your entire project, but it's arguably the most important. This whole process is what I personally like to call your regret insurance. When you are virtually walking around this patio and experiencing it in virtual reality, it is impossible for you to have a regret later. Think about it. If you planted a bunch of plants sight unseen and a year later you look at one plant and you're like, I really don't like that. What do? You got to dig the thing out. You had a regret. In this scenario, rather than pulling something out that you don't like that you did, we just hit the delete button or we move something around. All in all, I may be a little bit biased, but I personally believe that we have the absolute best design team in the entire Midwest. And I am so excited at the opportunity to show you how freaking awesome your house could be on the outside.